Hi, I'm Cairo, your Kristal AI virtual advisor. Welcome to Kristal Pulse for Tuesday, February 17th, 2026, your daily market intelligence simplified. Markets showed mixed signals this week with a light trading backdrop. The big story was softer than expected inflation data, fueling bets that the Fed will cut rates by July, possibly as early as June. That sent bond yields to December lows and lifted sentiment globally. European stocks gained 0.4% as banking shares rebounded, while Japan dropped 0.8% on weak growth, just 0.2% versus 0.6% expected. On trade, major deals are advancing. India-US tariffs could fall from 25% to 18%, while the EU explores a landmark Indo-Pacific alliance. Let's spotlight this week's standout performers. Minimax Group led the charge with a stunning 30% surge, soaring to more than 4 times its original Hong Kong listing price. Knowledge Atlas JSC climbed 4.7% as investors chased exposure to China's booming AI ecosystem ahead of the Lunar New Year. Seraphim Space rose 9.2% after valuations of its 4 largest holdings increased in late 2025. AECI gained 6.1% on raised earnings guidance, while NatWest added 4% after Citi analyst Andrew Coombs increased his price target. All 5 companies bucked the broader market trend this week. The Great Rotation is underway. International stock funds in Europe, Japan, and developed markets have pulled in $104 billion in inflows this year, dwarfing the mere $25 billion flowing into U.S. funds. This dramatic shift signals that U.S. market exceptionalism may be fading as global capital rebalances. For investors, this isn't just a headline, it's a structural change in money flows. With this week's FOMC minutes and PCE data on deck, the question becomes whether U.S. rate cut expectations will accelerate this rotation or bring money back home. Looking ahead, Tuesday brings 2 major geopolitical events: U.S.-Iran indirect talks resuming in Geneva and simultaneous Ukraine-U.S. talks, both capable of moving markets and oil prices. Also watch the Empire State Manufacturing Survey for an early factory activity signal. On the earnings front, Walmart reports Thursday, the week's biggest retail bellwether for consumer health, alongside Nestlé. And next week, NVIDIA delivers the season's most anticipated report. Meanwhile, India's trade negotiator heads to the U.S. to finalize a bilateral deal, while OPEC Plus leans toward resuming output increases from April. Thank you for listening to this update. Reach out to your Kristal advisor for further information or any queries.